Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Retro Look. And today, we will be taking a look at New Super Mario Bros., my first mainline Mario game, and my favorite 2D Mario game of all time. This game is mainly what brought me into the Mario series, and it is why I enjoy them today. Joining me today is Demeech, who also enjoyed New Super Mario Bros. When he was younger, and he will be discussing his personal experience and thoughts on the game.
It's hard to believe New Super Mario Bros. Is now 15 years old. Pretty ironic it's called new, right? All jokes aside, New Super Mario Bros. Is the most influential game of my life, and without it, I don't think my channel would even exist.
So with all of that said, let's take a look at New Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. Was released on the DS on May 15th, 2006, which was exactly 15 years ago. I guess it isn't new anymore. I guess Old Super Mario Bros. Would be a more fitting title now. New Super Mario Bros. Released after a nearly 14-year gap of no 2D Mario games, and it was basically a return to form for that genre in the Mario franchise. It was also released first in the United States, which is interesting because games are usually released first in Japan. This game mixes elements from Super Mario World and Super Mario 64, since it introduced 3D Mario mechanics into 2D Mario. I would even go as far as to say that this game is basically Super Mario 64 2D, since it contains many elements, enemies, movements, and graphics that were first used in Mario 64 and Mario 64 DS. Overall, New Super Mario Bros. Was a return to the original 2D Mario style, while adding a lot of features from the 3D Mario games. New Super Mario Bros. Started development around late 2003 or early 2004, since it was first shown off at E3 2004. The E3 2004 demo video showed that this game was originally going to have a Yoshi's Island-like art style, with 3D models straight from Super Mario 64 and 64 DS. Mario was also originally going to have a moveset closer to Mario 64, since he could punch, kick, and side somersault. The mushroom design was also similar to the design as the one seen in Sunshine, Double Dash, and Mario 64 DS, but was changed later in development. The E3 2005 demo showed that Spindrips were originally going to be used as enemies, the tile sets were a lot different, the checkpoints were originally rings, and the exclamation blocks from Mario 64 were used. If it wasn't obvious before, New Super Mario Bros. DS actually runs on a version of the Super Mario 64 DS engine, which is why the game, and especially the beta, was so similar to Super Mario 64. Oh, and one more thing. There was a scrapped enemy called Scrupulous Fingor, and apparently Miyamoto freaked out when he saw it. But unfortunately that was fake. In New Super Mario Bros. DS, the plot is pretty simple, as most 2D Mario games are. Bowser Jr. captures Princess Peach when mistaking her for his mother once again, like in Sunshine. So you have to travel through the 8 different worlds to save Princess Peach from Bowser and Bowser Jr. Bowser Jr. kinda serves as the Kamek in this game, since he's behind most of the events in the game and responsible for powering up the bosses and reviving Bowser with that weird pot thing. The 8 worlds in this game include Grassland, Desert, Beach, Jungle, Tundra, Mountain, Clouds, and Lava. This was the first time that sequence of worlds was used, but it was heavily overused in the later games in the series. The enemies in this game are also interesting too, since it included many returning enemies, and a lot of interesting and unique enemies too. The new enemies include the Balloon Boo, Blockhopper, Bruiser, Crober, Deep Cheap, Kabomb, Bomb Skeeters, Snailicorns, Snow Spikes, Spike Bass, Splumpkins, and Squigglers. A lot of these enemies, such as Snailicorns, didn't appear in any other games, while many reappeared in the other Mario games. The bosses were also interesting too, since they were unique characters rather than the Koopalings. Bowser Jr. is a reoccurring boss and appears in every tower in the game, similar to Boom Boom in Super Mario Bros. 3 and New Super Mario Bros. U. The main bosses include Bowser, Mummy Pokey, Cheap Skipper, Mega Goomba, Petey Piranha, Monty Tank, Lack of Thunder, Dry Bowser, and a giant version of Bowser with Bowser Jr. as the final boss. The power-ups in this game are also interesting since they have a wide variety of different effects that are used a lot throughout this game. The power-ups new to this game include the Blue Shell, Mega Mushroom, and Mini Mushroom. The Blue Shell gives Mario a shell, which grants Mario the ability to perform a shell dash, dodge attacks by hiding in the shell, and make swimming faster. This is my favorite Mario power-up of all time, and I really hope they bring it in future games. The Mega Mushroom causes Mario to grow to a gigantic size for a short amount of time, and the Mini Mushroom causes Mario to shrink in size, which lets him jump higher, run across water, and fit through smaller spaces. The Mini Mushroom is also how you're able to access World 4 and World 7, since you unlock them by beating the World 2 and World 5 bosses as Mini Mario. New Super Mario Bros. Also includes some extra content that is separate from the main story, and 2 extra modes that are very enjoyable. Mario vs. Luigi is a mode where you connect to another DS using download play or local wireless, and you can compete to see who can collect the most stars. You can play on several different levels based on different levels in the main story mode, and it's a blast to play with friends. I used to play with this mode with friends all the time growing up, and it got really heated sometimes, since matches would last a while. The other extra mode in New Super Mario Bros. Is Minigames, which is a mode where you could play various minigames alone or with other people through local wireless with another DS. This mode is similar to Toad's Rec Room in Super Mario 64 DS, and includes many of the same minigames from Super Mario 64 DS. These minigames are split into action, puzzle, table, which includes the fabulous Luigi's Casino, and variety. Most of the minigames make use of the touchscreen, while a couple of them use the mic built into the DS. These minigames reuse some of the music from Super Mario Sunshine, since the table games play Casino Delfino in the background, and Secret Course plays on the trampoline minigame. Now that we've taken a look at what New Super Mario Bros. Has to offer, Demeech will give some of his thoughts and experiences on the game.
See, when I got my DS for my birthday back in 2009, I really had no interest in Mario games. I wanted it to play Drawn to Life SpongeBob Edition, but I did have other games I really enjoyed, like Scribblenauts, Brain Age 2, and of course Rabbids TV Party. Oh my gosh, T&D is gonna hate me for saying that. But needless to say, I had little to no interest in Mario, but at the time, my friend was obsessed with Mario. Even when we talked on the phone, he was playing New Super Mario Bros. Wii in the background. Funny story being, I was at his party one time, and everyone wanted to play New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and here I was saying, could we just play Pac-Man? Yeah, I was pretty loyal to the Great Yellow One, because that was my favorite game at the time. I might have not had a game console until I was 10, but I did have educational systems and the Pac-Man plug-and-play that I used to play a lot. So eventually, I thought, okay, what's all the hype about Mario? So before we did this performance at my school, my grandma got me a game. She said, "Is this a Mario game you've been wanting?" And it was Super Mario 64 DS. I would have graciously accepted it, but she was persistent on making sure it was the game that I've been talking about. And thus, I got New Super Mario Bros. Little did I know when I put that game in the DS, my life was going to change forever. The thing that makes New Super Mario Bros. A great game is it takes 3D Mario and kind of turns it into 2D Mario. You have the moveset from Super Mario 64 with triple jumps, ground pound, the wall kick, stuff like that. The enemies are also very similar to stuff you'd see in Super Mario 64, like the Scuttlebugs, even Dory's in the game, and there's a lot of creativity going on. The New Super Mario Bros. Series gets a bad rep for being pretty vanilla, but that wasn't until New Super Mario Bros. 2 and New Super Mario Bros. U. New Super Mario Bros. On the DS is a very creative game. while some of the worlds are similar to what we've seen before, it's the level design and mechanics that make the game really fun and really interesting. Some of my favorite levels in the game include the one where the mushroom platforms are bouncy, the sewer level, and of course the final level of the game. There's a lot of creativity going on, and who could forget the awesome power-ups? You have the Mega Mushroom, which essentially turns Mario into Godzilla, where he could smash through anything. Then you have the Mini Mushroom that does the opposite, and to be honest, it's kinda useless, but you will need it to unlock certain worlds. Finally, we have the Blue Shell. This is a power-up a lot of people seem to hate, but I actually really like. You can speed through levels, and once you get the hang of it, it's a really cool power-up. I really hope they bring it back in a future Mario game, and although it kinda returned in 3D World, it's not the same thing. So needless to say, I love New Super Mario Bros. It has a very special place in my heart, and I definitely consider it amongst the greatest 2D Mario games, in line with the original trilogy, Super Mario World, and of course the Super Mario Land games. So here's a happy birthday, New Super Mario Bros., to another great 15 years. I will continue to replay this game probably for the rest of my life, as it remains one of my favorite Mario games and favorite games of all time.
So that's New Super Mario Bros., and that's how me and Demeech feel about this game. Like Demeech, I also grew up playing New Super Mario Bros., and as I said before, it was my first mainline Mario game, and it's what got me into YouTube and other Nintendo games today. And without that game, I don't really think I would get into Mario that much. I did play Mario Kart Wii before New Super Mario Bros., but New Super Mario Bros. Is really what brought me into the Mario series, and really how I got to enjoy it. So, it's still one of my favorite games of all time, and it's my favorite 2D Mario game and 2D platformer. I know there's ones that are objectively better than New Super Mario Bros., but in my opinion, it just has a special place in my heart, and a lot of the things in the game, like the level design, and the different characters, and the different aspects of this game really stick with me, and it's why I really consider this a great game and one of the classics. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to subscribe to Demeech too. So anyways, thank you for watching, and goodbye.